work, how to explain them properly. So I think it'll make for a fun video. I don't know if anyone's done this before, in an ASMR fashion. If they have, let me know. I wish my camera would focus. There we go. If they have, let me know. I haven't seen anything on it, so I think it'll be a pretty fun video. If you do like it, leave a like and consider subscribing. But as you can see on the screen here, we have a wheel that we're going to spin for our topic, and I'm going to explain that topic, and then after explaining that, once I've fully explained it as much as I can, we are going to go on to another topic. So we'll see how many we can get through. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Our first topic is something with color theory. The color theory of traffic lights in different countries. Okay, so let's start with what we know. So in the US, it is red, yellow. Let's get a different one. Yellow and green. Right. Now, this makes sense to me because on like the rainbow, it starts with red, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, right? So this makes sense because it goes like in order, like it goes red, and then it goes yellow, and then green. I feel like red and orange are too close to be together. Like this is better as yellow. Also, all the road signs for like yielding and stuff are like pedestrian crossing are yellow. So having the light be yellow and the signs be yellow kind of makes sense. Green. So if we think about this, green, the check mark emoji is green, right? The emoji. So we associate green with like good job. So I think this being green makes sense because it's like good job for waiting. Now you can go. But that's for the US. Let's get rid of that. Now I know in some Asian countries, I don't know if it's European or African countries, I don't know if this applies, but it goes red, yellow, and then blue. It's like kind of this color blue. It goes blue. I don't know if you noticed, but look how far blue is down here. That doesn't make as much sense as this. Now I will say blue is a very calming color. It's a very cool color, right? So maybe the blue could represent like safe travels as you go through this intersection. It's like calming you down. It reduces road rage, perhaps. Maybe there's a psychological study of road rage in countries where this applies. But yeah, like it's so far down on the list, right? It goes like, oh, yellow, and then, oh, wait, oh my gosh, this might make more sense. Because look, it goes red, skip one, yellow, skip one, blue. Oh, might be onto something. So instead of following like the cultural aspect of it, because like green is like associated with like good, right? So maybe are there signs? Are there signs in the U.S. that are green, like green road signs? I mean highway signs, but are the highway signs blue in Asian countries? Someone Google that for me. Okay. My perspective on this is changing as we go. So yeah, this makes more sense actually. We've got it backwards. Oh, you know what it is? It's because like this is US and this is like other. In the US we also use the imperial system, but here they use the metric system. So it's like we're the outliers in the US. Oh, okay. Because this, look, skip one, skip orange, go yellow, skip green, go blue. Okay. So this, I guess the question is, why are they like this? It's because in countries where this applies, it goes by the order in the rainbow. But in the US, it goes by more cultural, like green has more cultural significance with being green, with being good. Alright, yeah. I would say that's answered. Myth busted. Alright. Next one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Why ice cubes crack when you pour liquid on them? Oh, like the sound? Like the sound they make? Okay, I think I can explain this. Actually, I don't think this is that bad. So, here we have an ice cube. Oh, no we don't. Oh, no we don't. Okay, so here we have an ice cube, right? Yeah. Ice cube. And inside of the ice cube, there are frozen, there are little pockets of gas, right? Where the gas was trapped basically by the ice. And so what ends up happening is you pour some water on this, right? You pour water all over this, right? And it heats up the ice because of the difference in temperature, right? Because this water is not frozen, so it's hotter than the ice. And then what happens is the ice starts to melt, and when it's melting, right, or when it's melting, it is releasing the gas that was trapped, right? And so whenever this gas gets released, it makes that kind of like cracking sound. Right. Like it makes that's the sound it makes whenever the gas is released. Now, I think it makes this kind of high-pitched sound because I feel like in reality there's a lot of little tiny pockets, right? So whenever this ice is melting, it is releasing a bunch of those really tiny pockets. So that's why you hear a lot of the little high-pitched cracking Yeah, I think that is why. It must be. There's no way. Yeah, I would say that's explained. Next one. If you guys are liking the video so far, be sure to tell me in the comments. I read all of them. Okay. Here we go. How cryptocurrency mining actually works. No problem. I gotcha. So, my brother-in-law actually would mine crypto. I don't know if he does anymore, but he would. So let's say we have a PC here, right? We have a portable computer here. And it is running some kind of software that is telling it to mine crypto, right? That's what the software is saying to the PC. Now, scratch that, they're not running software. Actually, inside of the PC, right, this starts on a hardware level. There is a little guy, right? There's a guy in there. And, he has his, hard hat on. It's hard hat. Because it's dangerous down there. And he's down there. And he's just, right? He's got his pickaxe. And right here is the crypto geode. Right? Let's say this is has these gems on it. This is the crypto ore, essentially. And he's down here and he's mining for hours. For hours on end. Okay. This man gets no breaks. And as he's mining this crypto, you know, he collects the bits, right? And this is like 0.0000001 of this cryptocurrency, right? For each blue, right? So he gathers all the blue, deposits it into a bin, a bucket, right? And this has all his blue in it. And then the PC is like, hey, we got X amount of cryptocurrency. I would like to trade this in. And then the main one of the servers that has the crypto is like, okay, send over your blue. So this is all the blue they're sending over. And then they're like, okay, we give you this piece of paper that says you have 51 blue. And then they can use this blue to like buy stuff, or they can tell the server, hey, I have this note for 51 blue. I would like to exchange this for dollars, for US dollars. And then the server's like, okay, bro, I got you. And then they take that and then they give money if you want to cash out. Simple as that. Simple as that. Really. Okay, I think we'll do one more for this episode. We'll do one more. How they train the pigeons for carrier messages. Okay. So here we have a guy, right? And he loves pigeons. How do you draw a pigeon? He loves pigeons. Okay. Pigeons are blue, right? Not that blue. This blue. Oh, it's like the old books. The pigeon books. Y'all read those? Those books were fire. I think pigeons have like a gray part, like neck. Oh, that looks right. Oh, that looks so right. Okay. So this guy loves pigeons, right? And so he keeps them in a cage, right? Now, not a lot of people know this, but right, he keeps them in a cage. And pigeons are actually very, very smart. Okay. This is how they find where to fly in the winter. Right? So he goes to the pigeons and he says, "Hey pigeon, actually, whenever you fly to the warm temperatures in the winter, you actually need to fly in that direction." And the pigeon's like, "Okay." And so the pigeon flies in the direction that the guy told him, right? But then the people that are receiving this message have a special little treat for the pigeon, right? And the pigeon will smell this, right? It'll blow to the pigeon, and then the pigeon will be like, "Whoa, what is that smell?" As it's flying in this direction, it'll be like, "Whoa," and it'll land what it thought was a delicious snack, but it was actually the guy who was wanting to receive the message. He smelled of this beautiful, beautiful food, and the pigeon will come down and it will deliver him. It'll have the message on him. This is tied to the pigeon, by the way. He'll have the message. And then the guy will take the message, and then the pigeon will be off, right? And so the pigeon will be confused, right? They'll be like, "What the heck?" Right? What the heck? And then it'll turn around after being confused, and it'll go back to the original guy. The guy who loves pigeons. Right? And the pigeon will come to him and it'll say, "What the heck, bro?" Right? And the guy would be like, "Oh, my bad. Okay, don't worry. You actually need to go that way. And the pigeon's like, okay, but not before the guy ties another message to the pigeon. Right? And the process just repeats. You have the guy who's telling them where to go, and then they will smell the scent from the sky, and then they will come down to it thinking that they've found what they're looking for, but they don't. And then they go back to the guy, and then it all repeats. Simply enough. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for all of our topics today. If you guys did like this video, be sure to let me know. Let me know if y'all want a part 2. I think I gave some very scientific, very well thought out, and very educational insight to these topics. So if y'all agree, let me like. And if you want to stick around